Sure.
Alright, where are we? Hey, Millie Mixie. Yep, Pickles of Eternity.
You have stayed true to our cause, Inquisitor, when so many others have not. For every heretic we confess, for every betrayer that burns on our pyres, new sheep continue to flock to Iavara Incios. But not you. I underestimated you in the beginning, but no longer.
You honor me, Grand Inquisitor.
It is not for honor that I summoned you today, but for duty. Too many of our own have confessed upon the wheel and the rack and the flame. Too many of our faithful have had their minds poisoned by
You
the
having a
great
shit day?
witch. The tide is against us now.
Oh no, why?
We have but one option. Iavara's following must see her exposed for what she is. She must confess her heresy before my court.
How would we reach her?
Not in Kratom, surely. Their lord has embraced her heathen faith and protects her with his army. But in Oceanus, things would be different. The king of Oceanus is a sinful man. We have helped him to see the error of his ways, and now he fears for his soul. He would pay any price for absolution.
And how would we get Iavara to move to Oceanus?
You have already done much for the Inquisition. I wouldn't ask this were there any other choice.
Two identical women seem to fade into view as they move away from the great trees that camouflage them. Their skin is tree bark, rigid and scaly, wreathed in a curling tangle of roots, buds, and blooms. Their hair hangs beneath the shade of serrated leaves like the drooping branches of the elms above, and the pupils of their eyes are encircled by hundreds or even thousands of concentric rings, as if to mark the accumulated wisdom of millennia.
Turn around, flesh creature. Outsiders are not permitted to approach the elms.
The other stares at you, unblinking, as her frown deepens and her face creaks. Do you not feel it, sister? Something familiar. An ancient soul, like the other one. Another defiler, no doubt. Let us fell her and be troubled no more. I would pay the debt of her predecessor.
So it would seem, Rhiannon. But we must not hasten to judgment. I see a different motive here. Different questions in these eyes.
Yeah, that happens.
What of it, young trespasser? Is it as my sister says? Or are you here to stain this place with foul deeds?
You seek a man who came through here. It sounds as though you have already met him. There, by her own admission, Sita.
Really, sister? And you wonder why your leaves begin to fall out before midsummer? Clearly that man did not want to be followed. Whatever the relationship here, I suspect it is anything but cordial. The answer is yes, old one. We crossed paths with Theos not long ago, and we can tell you where he went. But I find it curious that anyone would seek him out. Suspicious, even. If we are to help you find him, we would know why.
I don't fully know myself.
Ridiculous. Why would you pursue a man like that without knowing why?
Are you so agitated by recent events, sister? How many have come to the Elms over the years with no better an explanation? These two share a link that extends beyond lifetimes. It was bound to bring them here, sooner or later. But that's what this is really about, isn't it? You are tied to him.
Yeah.
I see it now. You are awakened. Your soul is awake and something once buried deep now wells to the surface. Past overwhelms present, closes in around you. Your time has nearly reached its end.
I just need to get to Theos.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but Theos cannot give you what you seek. Nor can any man. An awakening cannot be undone, any more than your past can be undone.
So this has all been for nothing, and I am going to lose my mind.
The soul is formless without a past to shape it. Did you truly expect to be able to wipe it away?
I would live with it if I could.
That is the penance we all pay. But penance cannot be paid for a past only known in fragments and glimpses. However, as much as my sister speaks truly that there is no way back from an awakening, there may yet be a way forward. Would you agree, Shiva?
I would. Were the way not so likely to end in death.
You underestimate me.
Or perhaps you underestimate your foe, old one. Where your soul is renewed in its ignorance in each span of your life, his only grows in cunning and resolve.
The man Theos you must already know by now. You are linked by a common past. Something about it lingers within you, festering, unresolved. What it is I cannot see any more than you. And without that knowledge, your doom is certain. But were you to learn the source of this discord, perhaps it could be put to rest. Though it is equally possible it will trouble you as much now as it did then, and merely speed your condition to its end.
My past comes to me in pieces. How do I unlock the rest?
You might wait for it to come on its own, of course. But when it comes, it will replace your sanity's last breath. Such is the nature of your condition.
Or you could learn it from someone who already knows.
Theos. Would he remember?
It is said the gods made his memory perfect, that he may never forget his charge. If he ever knew, he still does.
Not that he would tell you, of course.
You have followed the right person for the wrong reason, it seems. We see it often beneath the elms. The soul dragging mind and body to unknown places for unfathomable reasons. You may have wandered into Theos' path many times, in many lifetimes, without an awakening to show you why.
The only thing that's certain is you did not find what you sought.
You said you know where he went.
He has gone down beneath the tower to a place older than we, where the people of Engwith once walked. He makes his way to the buried city, Sun and Shadow.
May he stay down there and rot with the remains of his people.
He may yet. He won't be returning the way he came, that much is certain. He opened a secret path in the tower's base, and saw it destroyed behind him through some vile means.
Is this another way to get to him?
We know of one. On the burial isle, through the court of the penitents, Braeth Yaman. A shortcut, in fact.
Oh, we got ads starting.
Don't be cruel, sister.
No, we'll just wait for the ads to go. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. And one more minute, and then the ads will be over. Back to the game.
The way my sister speaks of is not for the faint of heart. A great pit at the center of a forgotten court, where faiths were judged in place of crimes. To most, it is simply a gateway to death. With the help of the gods, it can take you where you want to go.
And we are back from the ads. Yeah, what is this court?
No more than a ruin now. It is older than we. A place for the trial of heretics. We were not here to witness it. But at one time there was a group that refused to acknowledge the gods. Neither the first nor the last, of course, but these were numerous and all put on trial for it. Those who did not repent were cast into the pit and imprisoned below. The fall killed them, of course. The prison was not for people, but for their souls, and their sentences were eternal. It is said that many of the condemned repented and were permitted by the gods to ascend from the pit, so long as they pledged their service to one of them. But these are old legends.
What do you mean with the help of the
The pit is
gods?
said to have been a means of judgment by the gods. Those cast into it are meant to die. It is that way you must pass to reach Sun and Shadow. The court is old. We do not know much for certain, but it would seem only the gods themselves can grant passage.
How would I ever get the gods to help me?
Behind us is Ter Evron, said to pierce the shroud itself and a place of communion with all gods. If ever there was a time for prayer, you have found it.
Who would I pray to? Any god you can, I should think.
I would pray first to those gods you like best. I hope for your sake the feeling is shared.
So the only way to get through this pit is to pray for help?
Not the only way. Just the only one that doesn't end with your body impaled on jagged rocks.
No other way?
None.
How do I pray?
Caer Evron is also called the Hall of Stars, and the stars show us the allegiances of the gods. When stars are in conjunction, we know the gods they represent are aligned as well. You should choose a place to pray where you'll be closest to those you want to hear you. If a god stands alone, you should pray to that god. If they band together, you should address them all. Choose your words wisely, for all gods expect proper homage, and none has patience for fools.
For what?
Before you go, tell me this, old one. I'm curious. If you were to subdue your enemy, what would you do with him? What would give you peace?
I won't know until I get there.
A great many questions still to be answered. All the same, think on this matter. Be assured in your course. In the end, it may mean all the difference, not just to his soul, but to yours. And be warned. Some questions have answers that can never be learned, and it is those that trouble the soul above all others. May you find an answer to yours.
Yippee! Okay. Take that.
Yeah?
Right, so I think I need to go to Old Song. Go to Old Song to go to North Thingy.
Ever tried Vulture?
We don't have those in.
These are sour and tangy, like ripe fruit.
My loss indeed.
To the Northfield.
The figurine. It's glowing.
There's a lot of things going on here.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Yeah?
Tracks long and shallow ahead east. They are speckled with blood. Arrows crude and fletched with bright feathers protrude from the corpse.
This may prove useful.
The inscriptions on this altar, almost unreadable under a thick layer of moss, pay homage to Hylia. There.
Show him how it's done! Head on!
Thick word and raw!
Take out that one.
My mind feels sharp. That looked like it hurt.
Destroy that one.
Dead on!
And now destroy that one. Ow. 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 Poked my eye. That hurt.
Bullseye!
Into the stash.
Hey there. This may prove useful.
Quiet.
Sure.
Alright. So let's you come upon a clearing and see a group of grandfathers standing in a circle. Sagani glances from the Edra statuette at the hunters. Looking for a connection. Meanwhile, the hunters turn and notice you. Their bows are drawn. Take it easy. We're just looking for someone.
What business does an Estremor have with the Fangs?
They step aside and turn to you, and as they do, you see something on the ground behind them. Lying amidst the ferns is a white stag. Dark blood mars its brilliant coat, and its sides tremble with quick, shallow breaths. You feel a presence within the beast. You feel a presence in the beast, something ancient and familiar. Before you can speak, something thumps to the ground. You look down and see the Adra bear, its bright glow flickering.
Auric's shadow.
Sagani draws up beside you, her wide eyes fixed on the dying stag. Durrance opens his mouth as if to rant on wasted time, or perhaps the animal's weakness. But something about the look on Sagani's face steals the air from his lungs and he falls silent. One of the hunters takes a step forward and Sagani raises her bow, an arrow nocked.
Any closer and you'll bleed out next to him. I never thought I'd prepared myself to meet a stranger. To share the honor and history of my village with someone who had no knowledge of us. Even someone who'd scorn our way of life.
If you're going to do this, you've got to hurry.
I was going to tell him about the years of abundance in Masuk. How his granddaughters have hunted caribou, and his grandsons made our walls strong. But he'll be gone in minutes.
Trust your instincts.
There's no point to any of this, is there?
Her voice is steady and measured, and her words are guttural and unfamiliar. At first, you think she's reciting a poem in her native language. After a moment, you realize that she's listing the names of every person in the village. And last, you hear her speak her own name. The stag takes a final shuddering breath and falls still.
If you've finished your chanting, we need to get to work before the meat spoils.
Did your elders teach you even a mouse dropping's worth of decency? There will be other kills to dress and eat, but there will only be this one chance for Sagani to say her due respects.
She looks up, and for a moment horror and anger flash through her eyes. But as she looks at the dead deer, she shrugs and turns, leaving the lustrous Adra figurine in the dirt.
I've finished what I came to do. Let's go. Ready, Watcher. I'm here. A deer in the middle of Air Glonfoth, and I wasted 5 years looking for it.
You couldn't have known what you'd find. She laughs hollowly. A small mercy.
I can't help but wonder what any of this meant. Whether Persoc's life with us even mattered when it could be covered up like tracks under new snow.
Civilizations are built upon the choices and passions of individuals. From one lifetime to the next, every life is meaningful.
Maybe you're right. But from down here, it's hard to see those designs. Enough about me. How about you? Do you feel like you understand the purpose of your search for Theos?
I need to know what happened in my past and why it haunts me now.
Be careful what you wish for. Can't unlearn something like that. Anyway, Theos isn't getting any closer. I suppose we'd best keep after him.
Let's go.
Sure. Hey there. Show 'em how it's done! Dead on! I'll teach you a lesson! I just have to try something else. No use! I need something stronger! Bullseye!
Something?
Do that.
Dead on! Recepta Ayek!
One more.
Sure. Hey there.
Slow and silent. Ready, Watcher.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah? Need something?
And
I think we're the wrong!
do that. Drop a heal. Do another one.
Yeah?
Ready, Watcher.
And you.
Sagani!
The druid has fallen.
Okay.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Grab that. Turning this quest. Grab the last couple of bounties.
Yeah? Othekler the What?
Yeah?
And good.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
Grab that.
Sure.
Over a ground hardened by dry blood and stomped leaves, the corpse of a giant stilgar crawls with flies. Its flesh has been pierced and cut, as if stabbed by spears and slashed by swords. You touch the dead stilgar's flank, a cloud of flies stirs into the air, and suddenly you feel the creature's remaining essence. The world around fades away. The pack rests. Rocks shelter the young, full bellies. You turn away and look beyond the trees. The moon breaks over their swaying canopy. A scent in the air stirs a tingling in your mouth. You slide into the shadows, the taste of hunt filling your nostrils. Light shines on the stones by the water that falls. Prey down below, two-legged, hair like dry grass. It moves near the water that flows. Thin legs, slow, noisy, unaware. It holds a sharp stick. Two-legged hunter, weak hunter, prey. Closer, prey. Bright moon, prey. Into the dark. Pain on your side. A sharp stick points out of your flank. You roar and shake it. It snaps, breaking on the stones. Wet stones, your blood. Leaves rustle, you look. Another two-legged, another hunter. Thick legs, silent steps. Stripped face. Strong hunter. Enemy. You leap, aiming at its neck. It moves, fast. Your claws find flesh, ripping it deep, ripping it down. Wet leaves. Two-legged blood. It howls. It fights back. Long claws cut through the air. They slash at your flesh. More pain. Sharp pain. You strike, it strikes. Hot blood on your claws. Hot cuts on your chest. The world goes red. Your strength fails. You can't breathe. The two-legged hunter looks down. Wet ground, owl blood. Sharp stick above its head. Bright moon above its head. Strong hunter. The world goes dark.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Dead on. Need something? Thicker than rock.
That one.
Come on, get back on your feet. We need you.
Bullseye.
Sure.
Do.
Something here that works. Yahoo!
Squirrel! Hello, friends! Hello, everybody! Welcome! Echo! Hello, Raiders! Hello, fast food! Thank you for the follow! Busy jamming? Yay! To do the copy pastas. Let me do the... Yippee! Happy Wednesday, or Thursday for me. How is everybody? Hope everybody enjoyed some Final Fantasy with Squirrel. I am Dark Reaver. People call me Dark, Reaver Butt. I play games. I am VTuber, Demon One, Purple, Handsome. Yes. You call me Reaver Butt. Yeah, I stream every day, twice a day. I like to think I've got a good taste in games. My general the general consensus of the games I play is just yes. If it exists, I've probably played it or probably will play it. Unless it falls under the horror category, in which case the options are very limited. Along with sports games and is there anything else I don't really play? Gotcha. Well, I play just about everything else. My main passion is RPGs. Right now we're playing Pillars of Eternity, and I think I am in a bad situation. Actually, this might work. Yep, absolutely, totally, 100%. Did I? No, I didn't do the thing. Damn it. There.
Yeah?
You bring in a friend. Get my bear to do some fighting. If you subtracted 1 or 2 from that, that's more what it's like.
Need something?
It's more like a Baldur's Gate.
What?
Yeah, Baldur's Gate 1 or 2. Alright. You can't do anything right now.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
You can't do anything to them. That.
Need something?
You've got not much in way of health.
Hey there. Your thoughts must flow deeply
Give
indeed.
me bugs.
Catman's down.
Yep. Druid is down. Oh, I need to get rid of that tag. This is not my first playthrough of this game. I just realized it was there. But yeah, I really like this game. It's fun. Give me baby dragons. Heal. Actually, it is garbage day for me. Can't get that one. Grab that one.
Feels sharp as steel.
Let him destroy everything. So right now I'm just exploring, doing some side quests. Need to return to my main. Actually, that's what I'll do.
Sure.
Oops, I need to go over there. We're leaving this town, or not town, leaving this map for now. Got a few quests still to do here, but I'll worry about those later. Need to go back here to my keep. So I can turn in my bounty.
Looks a little healthier than...
Damn it, really? Every freaking time? Okay. Stephen King. Oh, you mother. Damn you, game. Where is it? Where is it? Where's... I'll do this a few times. You find yourself back in the space inside the grieving mother's mind. It is familiar this time. Even though you feel you have seen countless births from this vantage point, something fills you with unease. Children of the Corn scared you the most? Pet Cemetery was close though. I don't think I've ever read a Stephen King novel. The only author that I've got any books of is actually Tom Clancy. Oh, and The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. And the rest of my books are cookbooks and tabletop RPGs. It's got 200 books. I've seen movies based on his books. Thank you, Echo, for the hydrate and the stretch. I'll have to go with Green Mile. The sky has darkened and the mist has risen from the forest to hem you in. You are trapped. You hear something. The sound is strange, dissonant, like warping metal. Couldn't get through The Shining. My experience with The Shining is limited to the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episode. You grit your teeth against the noise, and yet, as it rises, the eerie melody drives the numbness from your limbs and clears a space in the mist. Focus on the chimes. The noise revolves into a dull tone. As it resounds through your bones, you see your hands are in motion. And closely related to the magic in the Green Mire? Yeah, I could see that. Once again, you are drawing forth life, something warm and fragile struggling into the world. This scene feels familiar, a moment you have lived and dreamed 1,000 times before, and yet something ominous gnaws at the edges. The steam is in both stories. Focus on the child, the movement of your hands. As your hands move, you hear the sound of chimes clear and sharp. Yet somewhere distant, they seem echoed by something else. Wails of sorrow, tolling bells. It's impossible to tell. Draw the child forth. An inexplicable sense of dread fills your soul as the child makes its journey to you, push by push. A malicious presence seems to surround you, and you lean forward to shield the child. At last the baby emerges, red, wet and ruddy from its journey. A lifetime seems to have passed as the newborn moved from womb to world, and another seems to pass as you cradle the trembling child waiting. The child cries out, cry full of life, full of soul, the chime echoing in its thoughts, filling it with its welcome. The soul is blurred at the edges as if you are viewing a soul from within a soul, but it is there, it is alive. The woman before you is weeping, and at her first cry her hands reach out for it. You surrender the child to her, something you have done many times before, and as your hands move, the dull clangor sounds, and you feel a weight hanging from your wrist. You look down and see bones, tiny and malformed, hanging from a string about your wrist. They're heavier than they should be. As they clank together, they make a noise like funeral bells. The mother is too intent upon her newborn to pay you any heed, so you hide your wrist behind your back. She need never know, can't ever know. As you hide the bone chimes, you shiver, in relief with premonition at the chill wind that suddenly sweeps the plateau. Oh, this is ominous. Let's talk to the grieving mother.
Your mind comes bearing questions, Watcher.
What's that you're wearing on your wrist? She extends her hands, and the small chimes on her wrist sound at the motion. Just as they sounded in her memories, the chimes are finely crafted of white adra. They are wrapped around the grieving mother's wrists with tiny woven braids of hair of different colors, from white to black, brown to blonde. You feel as if you're noticing them for the first time. If the birthing chimes were given to newborns, why do you wear a set now?
There was no child to carry it.
Suddenly, there is a rasping cry across your consciousness, and you see her flinch, visibly as if struck. She raises her hands, and you see the chimes draped from them, yet they make no sound as she moves. In your memory, they look like bones.
To carry the weight of 100 deaths. I know, Watcher.
This is about the Hollowborn, isn't it?
The Hollowborn.
The same chill you felt before is stronger now, as if it's welling up around your feet to your ankles. You feel a sudden urge to draw away, as if from an unpleasant memory.
The Hollowborn have a future. They can be saved, and the tells spoke of such.
How would you know? Have you seen this future?
They can be saved. They must be saved. You have seen the beauty in childbirth. What good came into the world there on the plateau. You helped me recall it. It is a memory we shared. It is the truth.
In the memory, you hid the chimes on your wrist from the mother. Why? It is not what I hid, but what she saw. She couldn't know. The grieving mother squeezes her eyes shut and brings her hands to her ears. No more equivocation. What really happened at the birthing bell?
And what would you consider real, Watcher? The truth that was experienced and remembered? Or the one that burned out only to be swept under the rug and forgotten like ash from a fireplace?
What happened mattered. Forgetting it doesn't make it less real.
And how much of your own life has been lost to the error of memory? How many loves and betrayals were colored with the false hues of emotion? A pity to wonder how much of your own life happened the way you recall.
We should get going again. How much longer? 4 days. Gotta do this a few more times. How much longer have I got left? 2 more rests. 3 more rests, I think. Oh, this was a quick and easy quest. The morning is cold and silent. You are upon the plateau of the birthing bell, and there is no sound, no wind. The sky is a smooth, mortared grey. The forest beneath the plateau nothing more than a jagged black silhouette. Even the rock, the Adra around you, it feels colder. The sun's warmth bled from it. Against the cold backdrop of the sky, you see the great birthing bell hanging from its arch of Adra. Its surface is tarnished and the shadows inside the bell are dark, still. It seems to press down upon you, or simply, sadly, watching as if standing above a grave formed from the table of the plateau, and the remains of the mother's womb that now covers its surface. There is something heavy in your hands. It breathes, gurgling, slick and wet, and yet that is all it is. You find yourself filled with fear. You don't want to look at what you are holding. You don't want to touch it with your mind. And it is all you can do not to cast it from you. The mass before you is vacant, flesh in the shape of a newborn. Bubbles of saliva bunch at the mouth, expelled by its steady, gurgling breath. Its arms, legs, head lolling, limp. No thought, no struggle. No desire to cry in protest or pain. There is nothing from within. There is an absence in your hands. Your hands tremble, shake, and the silence is broken as the chimes on your wrists echo with the trembling. And the chimes do not echo in the thoughts of the mass in your hands. There is no soul within to hear it. The only emotions blanketing the plateau are the pain of the mother. The child breathes, its heart beats, but it makes no cry. The child feels light, empty. There is no joy in it, no fear, no thoughts at all. Yet in the hollows inside it, it breathes, a thing of habit, not life. You cannot move. Your trembling has subsided, and the birthing chimes on your wrists are as still as the child. The mother is crying, eager to see, begging to see the child. You feel a sudden spike of fear, of being hunted. If you give the child to the mother, you will be blamed, and her anguish and rage shall fall upon you. She will not spare you or anyone you love, of this you are certain. But you did not cause this. You don't think you caused it. And the mother begs, her arms outstretched. The chimes sound once more as you give the child to its mother, and as the chime fades, there is the eager gleam, the welling joy, the questioning. And you draw upon it, deeply, letting the hope stream into her eyes, letting her ears fill with the cries that you have heard countless times past from other children on the bell. You hear the laughter in the mother's voice, in the streams of tears that run down her face, and with a practiced motion, you weave a life that will never be into her eyes and thoughts. She will care for the child as if it were whole until you set her free. She will care for it until you find a way to heal what has happened, until the reality cannot be dispelled anymore. And still, cradled beneath the weeping woman that birthed it, the child in her arms does not hear the cries of the mother, does not react. It is an empty thing that breathes and carries nothing within it. And the chimes on your wrists lie still. They are bound to you like chains, never to sound inside a newborn's mind ever again. Yippee!
Your mind comes bearing questions.
I saw a Hollowborn at the birthing bell. We got ads about to start in 3 minutes, and they'll go for 3 minutes. The grieving mother's head bows, and she raises her hands, cradling them. Slowly, so the chimes do not sound as she moves them. You feel a chill in the air, as if the vault of your mind is growing, too large for the thoughts within, and your breath is laced with a chill. To your horror, you hear her breathing, ragged, hacking, but strangely steady. You can see saliva bunching at the corners of her lips, becoming thick ropes of drool that cast themselves down her chin. There is the smell of blood in the air, new, wet, and the salt, sharp tang in your mind. Coupled with this is the smell of sodden undergarments cloying at your senses. Take her shoulder and try to steady her. Stepping forward, your hand falls on her shoulder, then you feel her begin to fall, rigid as a falling stone, and you place your other hand on her shoulder to steady her. Throughout, there is the horrid, steady breathing. Her clothes are wet. It is as if she is burning with fever beneath her tangled hair and beneath her threadbare robes, as if she is giving birth. With a slow hissing intake of breath, her head rolls back on her shoulders, her eyes pressed tightly together like the lids of a newborn. Yet past the lids, you can feel the piercing stare, vacant, cold. Horribly, you sense nothing from her, not a thought, like the Hollowborn you held in her memory. You know that if you try and pull away now, she will vanish into herself and vanish from your thoughts, perhaps forever. And you have a terrible feeling that whatever connects the two of you will be cut. She is as helpless before you as a child, and you search your thoughts for a way to coax her to you. Imagine the cries of the newborn from the first memory when you met. She jerks slightly before you, then her head tilts, the steady breathing breaks, and she gives a racking cry.
Thought it was my doing. I thought that I had stilled it with my thoughts. The child. It was just a child. What was done with it?
Bum, 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 bum. Mm. We'll just wait for the ads to finish up. Just waiting for the ads to finish before we continue on with Grieving Mother's story. Hee. I do not know. I think you helped give birth to the child, then gave it to the mother. Anyway, back from the ads. Her breathing is steady again, but there is a life in it where there was not one before. And her emotions are building in her. Apprehension, confusion welling up. She seems afraid to do more than simply be aware the memory is there.
It was not the last hollow born on the birthing bell, and never again did I hear a child's cry.
You have found a death within me, one that many women have borne within them. Worlds swirl with impulses and weights spiraling around her, and you feel as if you are being dragged into it. I sought to serve women in need, and instead, my hands ushered no new life. What happened next? I bear the responsibility for. What happened next?
The first birth was the deepest, the saddest. Nothing I could do could find the child's spirit, guide it to him.
You feel a strange absence between you, as if your thoughts are being shared across a great distance. The thought bleeds out for a moment, and then returns, sharp, near, personal. I could not understand what had happened, what I might have done. I could not dwell on that thought. The child was always there, a reminder of what had happened, a marker. I made her care for it. I made them all care for it, until I could find what had gone wrong. But the Hollowborn, it wasn't your doing. It happened elsewhere.
Little word of the outside world reached us. It was enough time for rage and pain and grief to guide hands. I feared what would happen to the children, what would happen to me. Every mother knows her womb may shed a stillborn.
Huh.
But these cold,
Yeah.
soulless creatures, the parents wouldn't have
Yippee.
understood. And
School's
fear of the
back.
unknown breeds violence.
What happened then?
I held their minds within mine. I shaped and guided them as long as I could. And with each passing day, each new birth, the strain grew. And the more I felt my control slipping, the more I focused my thoughts.
You want figure pick?
Eventually, even I succumbed to the power of my own illusion. I'd woven the thread so tightly that I could no longer see through them.
Then one morning, I heard funeral bells tolling in the village. The sounds of wailing rose through the mists. A mother had died, her mind so focused on the care of her hollow-born child that she'd neglected to even feed herself. And with that, the illusion broke. The townsfolk saw their hollow-born the way they were, not the way I'd wished them to see. By the end of the day, they'd begun to look at me differently too. I did not understand what had happened, but I knew enough to flee. And every suspicion that surfaced, every faded memory of what I'd done, I pressed it down, tucked it away. She feels cold, lonely, rigid. My skill failed me, but I did what was necessary. I regret the mother's death, but how much worse would it have been had I not acted? There were other ways. You could have sought outside aid for the children, or fled if you'd feared for
The
yourself.
choices you speak of are not always clear in crisis. Not in that heartbeat when the first mother begged for her child and I had to decide what I would give her. How could I have known where that path would lead, or that there were others seeking the same answers? And even so, that hesitation would have cost a young life.
The right thing is not always easy. And yet, if we can redeem the lost children of the Deerwood, our struggle will be worth it. Exasperated sigh. I only just saw it. What is this? Oh. That is... I don't even know who this character is. No, VTuber. Ah. It's certainly something to see. The grieving mother's mind is silent and still for several moments. She lets your words wash over her, seeping into the cracks in her own thoughts.
My actions only caused more misery. Worse, I took from an entire village, made them as empty and helpless as the children I sought to protect. But you feel it was right to hold and direct their minds, even knowing the cost?
Mercy gave the children a chance, and it brought their families joy, if only for a while.
Melody, brief yet sweet, a fragile thing to cherish while it lasts. A short turn of the wheel, but a turn all the same. Your words have soothed my mind in ways I did not expect. I thank you, Watcher, for the gift of your sight, for using it to guide me out of the prison of my mind. Let us hope it can also free you from the illusions Theos has woven around you.
Yippee! More rests. So I need the bounty thing. How much longer? One more rest. Yippee! And build the south curtain wall. As you turn to the grieving mother, you find her already at your side. A question rises to the surface of her mind like a bubble from the depths, yet her eyes are cast down.
There is something I would ask of you, Watcher. A burden I would relieve. Yet even the asking is a burden of another kind.
Ask anything. I will ease your burdens as best I can.
The memories of the birthing bell, the Hollowborn, the mothers. Even knowing that my actions were righteous, necessary, their memory haunts me. I see reflections of the lives I could not save wherever we travel, and when I lie down to sleep, the dreams of empty children and blind eyes are more vivid still. Please, Watcher. I tried once to forget, and yet echoes still tormented my soul. But if you were to cleanse my soul of the memory, I could at last be free of it. Will you grant me this?
How will this affect you? Will you even be the same person?
I will be the same, only free of the memory. My allegiance, my skill, these will still be dedicated to our cause, to your aid.
No. The memory is both a penance and a lesson. She stiffens as if struck. At last, her shoulders slump and she looks back to you.
But these memories, the pain, anger, brokenness, how am I to continue when these thoughts fill my mind?
The pain you remember was felt even more keenly by those you would forget. Do not dishonor them.
This is a difficult truth, but truth nonetheless. I thank you for your aid, Watcher, even if it is difficult to bear.
Yay.
Yeah?
And it's another VTuber I've never heard of until today.
This place, as beautiful as it can be with the absence of...
Hello!
Here for the bounty. Ah, good. Here's the bounty. Most recent ones. We've taken down some dangerous foes. Impressive work. Kith know they can count on you. I've still got a few more for you, though if you fancy getting your hands dirty again. Let's see, there's a pack of wizards with a price on their heads. Then there's another bounty offer from the Glenfarthern tribes. Last one's going to be rough. Ever tangled with a Vithrak before? Tell me about the wizards. Now this one. Yeah, looks like someone crossed the Dominals. Hi, Arcanist Eastleigh. She and her cabal of wizards are holed up in the Tower in Heritage Hill. The Glenfarthern bounty? Bounties for Narok the Prophet, Glenfarthern exile. He was banished from his tribe for his extreme views. Narok's a cipher. And it seems like he's taken an interest in Gwithin's site north of Gilded Vale. Sealant Lease. Several tribes have pulled together a coin for his bounty. They say they don't want him tampering with some machine out there. Going after the Vithrak. Well, one of their exarchs, this Circle, has turned up in Pearlwood Bluff with some of his kin. This offer's unsigned. It seems like someone doesn't want him sticking around. I can't do Durance's one.
This place, as beautiful as it can be, would be
Heravius
absent of
is yet.
children.
Alright. Manually resolve this. Protect my keep. Because I'm not allowed to have nice things if I auto resolve. Do all the meadows.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
Yay. Hey, Wolfmonk. How we doing?
Yeah?
How's your stream going?
Sure.
Lost 3 there. More security. More security. More security. Yippee! Oh, there's some good shit there. There it is. And grab the item. There it is. hydrate. Thank you, Minimixie.
Not as beautiful as the Anguithan ruins near my home, but your fortress is impressive in its own little way.
Now let's bring
Farewell. Gores.
Kana and Aloth. Alright, Aloth, you get that. Chain lightning. Another spell slot. Kana. And rise again, Scions of Edon.
Need something?
Right.
Hey there.
Save. Now we attack.
Hey there.
Oops.
Mm-hmm.
One there.
Following your lead.
Yes?
Yeah? Need
Okay.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Right there.
Following your lead.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Right there.
Hey there.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Right there.
Yes.
It was. Shoot the shaman.
Yes? Lava!
And do that.
Hmm?
Heal. Do another lightning on everybody.
Arthur, were than wrath! Arthur, were than...
Following your lead.
Hey there.
Beetles.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
And then we heal.
Catman's
Fire a bunch of guys there. You.
I fear we've lost the...
Following your lead.
And come on. There we go. There we go. All done. I am victorious. That's another bounty.
How may I help?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Time to Kednova. Rest and heal. Hand in the quest.
Not as beautiful as the Anguithin ruins near my home, but your fortress is impressive in its own little way.
Okay, the South Curtain Wall. Just that one. Still under construction. And that wall is being rebuilt. But I've almost gotten all the bounties. There's 2 left after this one.
Welcome!
I've brought Narok's head. Good. Last thing we need is Sophus tampering with ancient machines. Nothing good can possibly come of it. Here you are. You've earned it. Farewell.
This place, as beautiful as it can be with the absence of children.
Okay. I'm going to Pearlwood Bluff. Yeah, the West Curtain Wall.
Yes?
Chain lightning.
That's it! Yeah? I fear we've lost the...
No, this is not working out. I need to come up with a new plan.
Sure.
Werde Medan Ansawu.
Yeah?
Yeah? Ah, Hulu. Ted! What?
Alright, Durance. Give everybody immunity. Now,
Yes?
one of those.
Aye?
Following your lead.
Now attack that one. I love being number 2. Less pressure. Yep, still got 20 seconds of that still.
Where is there?
Chain lightning. Oops. Right there.
Die!
All right. Shoot there. I am. That's not good. Give me friends.
Oh,
Heal everybody. It's only a bad joke if you have to explain the joke. No. Do I have something that stops? Charmed and dominated? No. Confused and dazed. Perfect. Good job, you two. Oh, what? Okay. Give me a sec, 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 give me a sec. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Where are you? 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 Trails in the sky, trails in the sky, trails in the sky. No, wrong one. Right one, right one. Downloading. It is downloading.
Aye?
Following your lead.
Filth! My
Die!
Yippee. I'm a happy boy.
Yes. Following your lead.
Is anybody else still... Hey, she's down.
Breathe.
Okay. Heal everybody.
Just like an adherent to go down fast. Mowing.
Now we revive everybody.
Need something?
You are my good friend.
What?
Chained lightning. Damn paralysis.
What?
Actually, I can fix that right now.
Following your lead. Breathe. Following your lead.
Need something?
Take you on. Do that.
Catman's down. No
Not
surprise.
again. Perfect.
Now, where were we?
Yes. Roll
Get
up.
this to him. You go deal with him. You deal with that.
It's not what I was expecting.
Word.
I'll teach you a lesson.
What's... Find and Terror. Second and Weekend. That one is Hobbled and Stuck.
Hey there. Show him how it's done! Let's wash that down with an antidote.
And... Nope. Nobody else does anything, but we won. Yippee! Yeah, I am adorable. Everybody should know this.
That's not what I meant by trying other.
And
Hey there.
ending the day in the confusion. Ooh. It's actually a really
Hey there.
good light armor. The other one was in Heritage Hill. Take damage reduction there. It's downloading now. I'll probably I won't be playing it on Twitch. I'm saving the full game for that. I'll probably stream it on Discord or something. You will get my reaction on the Discord. Alright, I'll free the prisoners. Good. Alright, I'll save it. Only for you, Squirrel. But God knows I'm going to check it out. But now... I can't do it now. It's still downloading. Yeah, it's only 7 gigabytes.
Yeah?
Aye?
Change the lightning. Download complete. Trails in the Sky first chapter demo ready to play.
Yeah? Yeah?
It's ready.
Naru, beyond seek.
Need some?
Breathe.
Hehe.
What? Mow it.
Alright. Durance, you go deal with that. GM goes over there. Ogre's there.
Roak 10. We're made on off.
Show them Ulu Sen. Arsec work.
Take out those guardians.
Aye?
Lava.
Rith Uligna.
Alright. Magnum will collect over there. Go deal with that.
Shot. The wit feather yet.
What? Following your.
Hey there.
Summon. Yeah, everybody focus on this guy.
Can't. We're made.
I've done all the bounties. Yippee! Alright, folks. Pretty's rip.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yes. That's what we'll do. I'll turn in these.
Yeah?
Finish up these quests. And then we'll jump into the demo of Trails in the Sky remake.
Mm-hmm.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Alright, so yeah, I'll turn in these quests so I don't have to worry about them tomorrow. And then we'll jump over. I thought I would be finished with this game today. And I probably wouldn't have.
Last thing the Deerwood needs.
Hee
Good day, stranger.
Yeah, Easley's dead. Drop a word in front of the Domino's agents. Here's the pay they had on offer. There's one less Vithrak in the world. Circle's dead. Ugh, horrid creatures, aren't they? If the client's not interested, I may just stuff and mount this on myself. In the meantime, here's your bounty. Yippee! Oh, Swamp Lurker. Having summons is so good in this game. Alright. Okay, well, this is where I'm going to finish up today for Pillars of Eternity, because Trails in the Sky demo.
Not as beautiful as the Anguithin ruins near my home, but your fortress is impressive in its own little way.
Alright, so just give me one moment. Alright, friends, stick around. I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. I've got to get all this set up. Alright, so yeah, just give me a couple of minutes. While I do all the stuff.